You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up a ring and onto the mic. Golden locks, throwing shades on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat down. Turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cage smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hair thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I rule tonight. Taking the mic, bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, the owner of RAWF, the one and only Lord Amadeus. Joining me this evening, he is the one and only...
¡Hola, muchachos!
He is El Vacant joining us. Good evening, El Vacant. Welcome to Toledo.
Hola, muchachos. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
Not too bad, not too bad. Philadelphia Freedom still ongoing. But we do have a couple of results we can talk about from that. Got some updates, and hopefully sometime this evening, the After Hours Championship will be on the line as well. We shall see. More than likely, we're just waiting for Chaz to show up, and then of course the championship committee will choose somebody from the chat.
I mean, that is how it works. See.
What's that?
I said that is how it works. See.
That is how it works. Absolutely. All right,
and because it hasn't been said in a while, and if Chaz doesn't show up, he forfeits the title, and 2 people are chosen.
Yes. Yep. Something like that. Something like
At least that's how it used to be.
Yep. All right, so let's take a quick look at some GM reports and events around the league. We'll start with the Paragon of Greatness, your Ultimate Gauntlet GM. Paragon, are you there?
I sure am, and I will get right to that report. We don't have a whole lot, as a lot of times the Ultimate Gauntlet does kind of break down in this weird way, but we do have a very interesting story in the Ultimate Gauntlet right now. As last we saw, Strangleheart had started his run by defeating Psy. That run would then go on to a next match with Extreme Enigma that Strangleheart would also win. This is where things would get very interesting, as Strangleheart would go up against Starlight in what would prove to be possibly the most difficult match that Starlight's going to have in this run, as Starlight defeats Strangleheart. And this is where I think that it's a good time to remind people of the rules posted within the Ultimate Gauntlet, because there have been some questions. Once again, I've said this before, I cannot make a judgment if a wrestler is active or not, whether it appears that they're active, whether they've announced a retirement or not. If there is activity on their tab, I have to put them in this matchup. Otherwise, I could run into a situation I've done in the past where I skipped over somebody assuming that they were inactive. They've wondered what happened to their spot in the gauntlet, and then I'm in a pickle because I've skipped them for no reason. So if there is activity on your tab, I will put you in a match regardless of if I believe it will be a count out or not. That being said, Starlight went on to her second match with Nightcrawler, who, of course, has retired. So this was a count-out victory. Interestingly enough, Starlight would go on to a third match with Johnny Mayhem, who has also retired, earning a second count-out victory, putting her at 3 victories, where she would then go on against the Crow Mark Caliber, an active wrestler who also counted out in the matchup, putting Starlight at 4 of the 5 required victories with 3 count-out victories in the run. Starlight now fighting Dick Von Thunderpants in a final matchup. Should she win, she will earn an Ultimate Gauntlet Championship match.
All right. Wow. Well, anything can happen. You know how it goes, and sometimes you get lucky with that. We've had a lot. In the rankings, I've had to make some adjustments, but a lot of people got count out victories in this current rankings period, and I think I've got that solved at least for now, but we'll see. But thank you, Paragon. Appreciate that, and we'll talk to you in just a little bit.
All right, thank you.
All right. Also, we have, first of all, Unstoppable would like me to remind you that the Extra Points tournament is closing tonight. If you haven't signed up for the Extra Points tournament, you need to go to the events tab, look for the Extra Points tournament, make sure you're signed up because it will close tonight after the show. And in tags, round 1 is out. So all teams are finalized, and round 1 has started of this new tag period. And I do believe that may be all the GM reports we have for this evening. I will be starting the Hatfield and McCoy. I'll probably be starting Hatfield and McCoy tomorrow, as well as the Arsehole of the Month. I should be getting both of those going tomorrow, as well as Superstars. So it'll be a busy Sunday for me in RAWF. All right. With that being said, L Vacant, would you like to inform everybody of the updated top 25 rankings?
I mean, I guess I could do that. It's kind of my job.
It kind of is, yes.
All right, everybody. So here we are. We're at 12 out of 14 matches. 12. Ooh. Okay, right? Don't say it. You got it? 12. See? That means there's 2 matches left. One of them being, the pay-per-view. So, you guys can kind of do some math and pay some attention. All right. In 25th position, we have The Villa. In 24th position, we have DVT. In 23rd, we have The Immortal Griffith. In 22nd, we have Kenta. In 21st, we have Dr. Kent. That's right, the doctor is in 21st. In 20th place, we have the Extreme Enigma. In 19th place, we have the Man with the Mouth, Money Sue. In 18th place, we have Jobu. In 17th place, we have Ha-Cha-Chas. In 16th place, we have Chris Cage. In 15th place, we have Maeve O'Hare. Oh, hi, Maeve. I see you out there. In 14th place, we have our Extra Points winner, Tigress. In 13th place, we have Michael Brewer. Hey, coming back with some intent there. They've only just come back to wrestling, and they're already up here. In 12th place, we have Cybele. In 11th place, we have Destroyer. That brings us to the current top 10. These are the ones that you really got to pay attention to. All right, in 10th place, wow, I haven't seen him down this low in ages. In 10th place, we have Simply the Best. In 9th place, we have the Marquis de Sade. In 8th place, we have Denzel the Giant. In 7th place, we have Wildfire, which I think might be the highest I've seen her in quite some time. In 6th place, we have a man who's recently told us how and why he's been so motivated, Ken Costa. In 5th place, we have Mr. Third, Killer Neptune. In 4th place, we have the Diesel Warrior. In 3rd place, we have Blake Bradley. And in 2nd place, we have the Paragon of Greatness. And those are our rankings, ladies and gentlemen.
You missed one.
Did I?
You did.
What did I miss?
Number 1.
Oh. I don't think anyone cares about him.
But you should say it.
Fine. In first place, because apparently the world has gone freaking mad and we're in Bizarro land, is Teflon Sheik.
All right, and that is your top 25 progress as of 12 of 14 matches. That means only a final round robin of the period and Philadelphia Freedom have been are still left to be counted, and of course, matches from both I have not completed yet as of press time. So that is what you have. Just a couple of matches left, and yeah, and besides number one, anything else stick out to you on that one that's interesting, Elvega?
A lot of interesting. There's a lot of people we're used to seeing in the top 10, top 5 or not. And we've seen there's a lot of shakeup this month. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah, and there is, and there's some people coming back. Some people, yeah, you're right. There's a few that are kind of missing that we expect to, but there's still, like I said, still a couple of matches left. So we will see what
Sure,
happens.
sure. But like I said, I mean, like, yeah, we're used to seeing Paragon and Blake up, and Killa up in that top zone, and they still are. But like you said, first place is Teflon. Like, what? Diesel Warriors up there, and that kind of comes and goes, so that's not super thing. But Ken Costa in 6th place, right? Like, that's not normal. Wildfire up in 7th. Denzel just returning and coming back loud and strong, bringing his tag partner along with him because this is the best Marquis ever done.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Uh, there's definitely, and then of course Michael Brewer, as you said.
Yeah.
Good to see him.
And there was a lot of ring rust on Michael Brewer. He'll tell you that himself. And he, even with that, he's still in 13th.
Yep, absolutely. So, yep, that's what we're looking at right now as your top 25. Just two pure matches left. All right, let's turn our attention now quickly to. All right, Philadelphia Freedom. We have a couple of results from Philadelphia Freedom to announce. First of all, it was a big night for Ken Costa, victorious in both of his matches, defeating Mark Caliber in their exploding barbed wire match, and then also retaining the Midnight Hobo Championship against Cara DeVille. So Ken Costa had himself a big Philadelphia Freedom. What are your thoughts, El Vega?
Yeah, Ken, like I said, when Ken was on the air last, he made a point of explaining the change in mindset and how it's been affecting his wrestling, and then he just proved it.
Yeah, he was definitely a different Ken Costa than what we're used to, and if this is any indication, we're going to see Ken Costa possibly in the world title picture if he keeps this up. We do other matches. Seabell retained the multimedia championship against Sisulu. So Sisulu's undefeated streak there. Well, not undefeated streak, but the concern was I thought Sisulu would win the match just because he's been so good in the ring.
And I will point out, I said I learned my lesson, and I didn't bet against Sai, and I was right.
You were right. So Sai still the multimedia champion, and that's probably a good thing. All right. Also, Aaron McFadden retains the Champions Choice Championship against the Agent of Haint. Not a surprise there. Chris Cage retains the White Lightning Championship against Extreme Enigma. Don't think we were surprised by that either.
No, we both called that one.
All right. And I'll be on. If there are no other title results that I'm sure of. I'll go look here in a little bit at some of these other matchups. Oh yes, I forgot. The Immortal Griffith defeated Kenta in their strong style match.
Right, but that wasn't title. That was just.
Huh? We talked about that.
You said no more title. That's not a title match.
Yeah, but it's still we already discussed that on the show.
Last week.
Yeah.
Because apparently Griff, saw a record that he needed to beat, which was fastest pay-per-view match in RAWF history, and then he did it, forgetting that he had it before.
Exactly. And I will look at any other results we have from Philadelphia Freedom. I'll go back and take a look at that at just a few moments. But that being said, tomorrow's superstars Well, actually, no. Here's what we talked about Ken Costa and his big night. He did have some comments after the show, immediately after his victory over Deville. Let's take a listen.
Wonderful, Ken Costa. Whew, wonderful. Philadelphia Freedom, or whatever the fuck where I am. It was a great night for me because it seems when I walk down that ramp, enter the ring and give my title to the ref, just waiting for the freaking bell to ring. This is the real proof that King Costa is not making a 1 month wonder being the Midnight Hobo champion, because he is still the Midnight Hobo champion right here in the RAWF universe. And one lucky win in the trash talk ranks, and she just thought that she will defeat Ken for the title. Here I am. After the match in the backstage, I see Ken there. Whatever. Here I am. The man with the gold. The man with the glory. The man with the hype. The man with the most great talent in the whole industry. I can't even collect myself, but we can say this. We can say that tonight, after a long year, last night in Philadelphia Freedom, I had a great match with Mark Caliber. This year, I did not only walked in as a champion and walked out as a champion. I just made my battering, my humiliating to Mark Caliber goes easier for me. So, double duty for Ken. It's over tonight. And now, you can say that Ken is not only the hot momentum talent of the RAWF. He is a legacy maker in the RAWF. Eye with eye, fire with fire. Pain I receive, and now pain I send.
Those from the words of the reigning Midnight Hobo champion Ken Costa after his victories at Philadelphia Freedom. And so good job on Ken. Glad happy that he retained the championship. What are your thoughts on what you just heard, Elvagan?
I mean, I think it's more of what he said to us the other day. He's definitely had a change in outlook, a change in attitude, and it definitely shows.
I did miss one result from Philadelphia Freedom. Soul Reaper was victorious over his son, Yio Del Zigador. So congratulations, Soul Reaper. He's pretty good on these pay-per-view challenge matches as of late, since he doesn't challenge, the top superstars anymore. But that could change at any moment, as we know. But at any rate, congrats to Soul Reaper on his victory at Philadelphia Freedom. Tomorrow's Superstars, ladies and gentlemen, comes to you live from Huntington Center here in Toledo. It will be in your main event, Destroyer defending the Superstars Championship against D's. That is going to be one heck of a match there, Elvagan.
See, it will. I think right now, the way things have been going, I'm going to go with Destroyer on that, but you never know. Deez is no joke whenever he gets into that ring.
Indeed. But that is not all that we have for you live tomorrow. Everyone, of course, gets a rankings match. And who do we turn to find out who faces who tomorrow, Elvagan?
Oh, my buddy. God, bring him.
That's right. He is Randolph Mortimer Draw, aka Randy M. Draw. Randy, good evening. Hey, how you doing there, Vacant? How you doing, boss man? Looking good, feeling good. How was Philadelphia Freedom? I kind of missed out on that last week. I was kind of busy, if you know what I mean. No, I don't know what you mean. Do you know what he
I'm
means,
not
though,
sure I
Vacant?
want to.
And, well, just saying. That doesn't help. Anyways, I'm just gonna go on. I got my list here right here. Here's what we got for tomorrow's superstars. Your undercard. You got Wildfire taking on Toxic Megatron Avenger. Ken Costa to take on Simply the Best. That's going to be a good one. Extreme Enigma to take on Kenta. That's another good one right there. Kitty Kabam takes on Mark Caliber. Andy Price versus Boney. Kayla the Governor versus Evan Deadly. Sisalu takes on Joey A. Carnage King takes on Seabell. Strangleheart takes on Silver Cougar Knight. Diesel Warrior takes on Joe Boo. Spectacular takes on Paragon of Greatness. Miss Beautifatal takes on the Moose. Knox Boogie takes on Papa Shaker. Maeve O'Hare to take on Starlight. Psycho Girl takes on Mancunian Maniac. DVT takes on Just JT. That's a lot of letters right there. Sassy Applebee's to take on Scythe. Iceman Jur. That is just a weird name. Iceman Jur. What kind of name is?
Jer, like short for Jerry.
Oh, rhymes with share.
Yeah,
If I could turn back timeshare, right?
we'll go with that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I got a timeshare, Elvika, I want to talk to you about. Anyways, Iceman Jared takes on Billy Gunn. Malice takes on Tad Beagle Wolf Dennis. Soul Reaper to take on Hobo Ezekiel. Blake Bradley to take on Michael Brewer. Natalia Nitro takes on Magnificent Michael. Marquise Desaad takes on The Crippler. Des Bryant takes on Stormtrooper of Death. Undertaker to take on Mystic Maniac. Dark Warrior versus Roger the Pirate. Sean Hitman Hurd takes on Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon. Allie Knight takes on Crazy Serb. Honey Thunder Apples takes on Olivia McInnes. Chris Cage to take on the Redneck Avenger. The Immortal Griffith takes on the Agent of Hate. Uber Vegan TPO to take on Crazy Mama. Rick Nelson to take on Ciro El Napolitano. Teflon Sheik takes on Denzel the Giant. Hot Cheese takes on Money Sue. The Razor takes on Slashy. Killer Neptune takes on Dr. Kent. Big Papa takes on the Minion. Aaron McFadden goes up against his wife, Sophia McFadden. Davila takes on Hotshot Chaz. Io Del Segador takes on Black Lilith, and Angel Bitch to take on Tigress. That's your card for tomorrow's Superstars. All right, that'll work. Thank you, Randy. And yeah, there are some good matches in there for sure. All right, and I don't even know. We're in Toledo, right? I think I might head over to Cedar Point tomorrow. Cedar Point. That's the amusement park just east of here, right? Yeah, I'm going to try that. All right. You have fun with that. I've heard you aren't very good on roller coasters. Hey! I'm good on the up going downs. It's going up that I got the problem. I don't want to hear anything about that.
I certainly don't want to hear about you going down.
All right. So that's it for Randolph Mortimer Draw, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good Superstars tomorrow live right here from Toledo, Ohio. Oh, goodness. So, all right. So I think we pretty much got all the information out of the way. Ken Costa at Philadelphia Freedom walked away with the Midnight Hobo Championship and a victory over Mark Caliber. So that's a good thing for him. Let's see here. Anything else in RAWF? I should update everybody on the Philadelphia Freedom Block Party, I suppose.
Couldn't hurt.
16 people went in. How many do we have left? We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 people have been eliminated. Uh, Silver Cougar Knight defeated Cara DeVille. Aaron McFadden defeated Big Papa, so they will square off in the quarterfinals. Cougar versus Aaron McFadden. Wildfire is still currently taking on Extreme Enigma. The winner of that match will take on Seabell, who defeated Natalia Nitro. Chris Cage still taking on Joe Boo at the moment. The winner of that one will face Ali Knight, who defeated Strangleheart. And the other quarterfinal match will be Miss Beautifatal versus Simply the Best. Simply the Best defeated Soul Reaper. Miss Beautifatal defeated Papa Shaker. So that is what the block party looks like at this moment. We will keep you all informed of that. And as I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, the Extra Points tournament is still in sign up. You just got a little while left to sign up before Unstoppable Buck calls it closed. Plus, there is one other thing. Powerball is in sign-ups right now. If you haven't been to the Powerball scene and put in your 3 numbers for an opportunity to be in the Powerball Contendership Tournament, or possibly, if you're really lucky, guessing all 3 numbers correctly, and you will get an automatic Powerball title shot against the reigning champion, Sassy Applebee's. So, yeah. All right, where to start tonight? We got a great cast, but I think since we haven't talked to him for a little while, let's talk to the reigning world heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one and only.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Purple himself, the world heavyweight champion, the Paragon of Greatness, joining us. Good evening, Paragon.
Good evening, Amadeus. I wish that I had some results from the pay-per-view to report. Right now, we're locked in a dead heat. Myself and Blake Bradley, incredible match going down. Go ahead and check it out if you want to. Blake doing his thing.
It should be. It is an incredible match. I've been keeping an eye on that, and yeah, he's giving you a run for your money thus far, no doubt about it. With that being said, we know that's about all we can talk about as far as that goes. But I wanted to bring something up because I was doing my research earlier today, and you realize that if you do get past Blake Bradley and go on to Tropical, huh?
I think I know where you're going, and you're about to put the yips on me, aren't you, sir?
I'm about to put hit you with I don't know if it will be how you call it incentive or if it's jinxing you. It could do either one. But if you do win, retain the championship, and go on to Tropical Aggression, at Tropical Aggression, you will only be a day or two short of the longest reign in World Heavyweight Championship history.
Yeah, that's true. I try my best not to really put stock into numbers and records like that. I think it's kind of really, it's easy for me to say. Obviously, somebody that has as many accolades as I have, that I kind of feel like it's a little bit insecure to put a whole lot of stock into records and trying to be, the top this or the top that. I go out there and just prove what you can do every week, and don't ever rest on your laurels. That's how I've always felt. I don't really keep track of my own personal records that much. That being said, of course, it would be an incredible honor, given the history and the lineage of this championship, how great everybody in this company is. If I do manage to get past Blake Bradley and then go on to a match with, let's be honest, it's looking an awful lot like Teflon Sheik. First of all, I would love to see the Immortal Griffith's reaction to that match happening. A situation where the record is on the line, or Teflon Sheik wins the championship. That'll be some fun commentary from Griff. I tell you that. But I do think that if I make it to that moment, it is, in my mind, still a ways off from truly holding that record. We've recently restructured how pay-per-views work. There are fewer pay-per-views in the year. I think that I still need to put a couple more defenses in there before I would hold any kind of record without an asterisk, and I think that's a fair assessment. That but it's absolutely has been something that has occurred to me, obviously, before you even got there. I knew where you were going. It's something that has been in the back of the mind. And seeing Blake Bradley in this match that, let's be honest, far from a foregone conclusion either way, and then potentially seeing either Blake again or Teflon Sheik looking at the possible top contenders right now, that's, I mean, a heck of a perfect opponents for the end of that run too.
Just to be exact about the numbers, if you don't mind me doing this, if you make it to Tropical Aggression will mark your 245th day as World Heavyweight Champion. That guarantees you the third longest reign in RAWF history, behind only Mithras' 257 and the Immortal Griffith's 250.
Yeah, and I mean, not surprising to hear those three names.
Yeah, no, it's not. It really isn't. That stands. Count if up to Philadelphia Freedom, it is 189, and that is just behind one other person. You fall you to Chris Cage's 190. You would fall one day short of third place. But that is it. That's just the numbers, and I thought you'd be interested in hearing that. So,
Absolutely, yeah. Look, I'm not gonna sit and pretend like I don't care at all. That's a disingenuous lie. It's kind of eye rolling when people go out and pretend to not care about things that they obviously care about. But I'm secure enough with myself, both as a competitor and as a representative of this company, that the desperation is not there. And I don't mean that as disrespect to the record. I mean that as the utmost respect to this company. And that what I mean by the desperation's not there is I'm not thinking about this match with Blake Bradley in terms of trying to set records. I'm thinking of this match with Blake Bradley in terms of doing best by the company, having a great match week in and week out. I'm not looking for any kind of shortcuts. I'm not looking for some way to desperately cling to the championship just to run out the clock. I'm here for the competition. I'm not here for the accolades. Should they come, I'm honored to receive them, and I think that the level of competition that this company brings, especially at the top, people like Blake Bradley, the Immortal Griffith, simply the best, Teflon Sheik, DW, my brother Killing Neptune, I guess. All these people that we're seeing get these high-end rankings consistently, it's not because of a lack of competition beneath the top 5 or so. It is because we're living in an era right now in RAWF where we have maybe 5 to 10 people who would be the face of this industry at any other time. It's a golden era for top level competition. We've got so many people that could be and should be the best wrestler in the world that, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, I'm a glass half full kind of guy, we all exist at the same time, and I think it, pardon the phrasing, elevates all of us. I'm thrilled to be in this conversation, but I'm also thrilled if I don't make it there knowing that after a 6-year chase, nobody's gonna make any accusations that I've lost it or that, maybe it took me so long to win that championship again because I simply didn't have the talent that I once had, or that our competition pool has outgrown me. Knowing that I could win that championship and get to this point with this roster, it means the world to me, and I hope that it means the world to all of our fans. That's really what this is all about.
All right. Well, we will see exactly what happens. Of course, you still have to successfully defend against Blake Bradley before we can discuss that any further. But I just wanted to put that out there. El Vacant, anything you'd like to speak to the champ about?
He never leaves me any room for questions. We've gone over this. Like he covers like everything because he thinks too much. Stop thinking so much.
Yeah, you know what? I can absolutely do you some favors. Next time, Amadeus, remind me.
No, I have a question for you here. Hold on, I brought them up here. Okay, so you know how I try to have some sort of local specialty in the truck for every city, and I'd always kind of never figured out what to do with Toledo. But the last time we were here, after the show, I went wandering around Toledo, and I figured out what this city is really known for. And apparently, it's this thing they call a Hungarian dog, or a Paco's dog, and so I experimented with that, and I came up with my own Hungarian dog burrito. So here, try this. Tell me what you think.
All right. Well, look, I might not be
like paprika or chili or anything, right?
Absolutely not.
Right.
It's not like they're spaghetti chili, is it? Because
no. It's just like Hungarian chili. It's actually a little spicy. I mean, that's coming from America.
Oh, all right. Hey, not bad. I might not be the right guy to ask. I do love me some good food, but I love me Toledo, actually. Every time I'm in Toledo, I want to hit up Jungle Gyms. You can always get the weirdest shit there. I love that. I love that supermarket. It doesn't matter what part of the country, what part of the world.
Tacos, then?
I have not been, but Jungle Gyms, this grocery store in this area, if you want something from anywhere in the world, they got it. They got the weirdest shit. Love it. Great pizza place right next to it. If you're in Toledo, I recommend it.
All right. Oh,
I brought you two one. You won two.
Speaking of grocery stores, that reminds me. I have to ask you about this jar of pickles I have. This Paragon's pickles that I found. When did this start?
No. This is not officially licensed or approved by Paragon of Greatness. This is created.
Okay. It's clearly you're okay. But at any rate.
Somebody's Whoopsum fund might have went into Yeet Productions here, went a bit rogue. Look, I see that my likeness is on there. There's another thing that's on there that's the part that bothers me. It might be the placement.
I feel like the Paragon of Lawsuits is about to be called.
Look, there's certain pickle placement that I would prefer not to be there, but hey, to each their own.
I'll be honest, I didn't even notice that. Holy cow.
Yep.
How did you?
I mean, were they trying to be factually accurate or something? I don't know. I just.
Well, we've heard rumors.
And rumors are all you will hear. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time, Paragon. We appreciate it, and we will hopefully know by next week whether you are still World Heavyweight Champion or not. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm also I got to say this right before I leave. The rest of the pay-per-view card has been stellar as a fan. I'm enjoying the show. And I think that's helped a lot going into this main event because a happy wrestler does have a lot less worries. And I got to say, looking at this roster over the last good chunk of time, I am thrilled to be among all of you out there in the locker room. You guys are absolutely killing it.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Paragon. Appreciate it very much, and we will talk to you again hopefully next week, sir.
All right, thank you.
Still bye-bye. All right, boss,
Uh,
try yours. I brought you one too. I want to know what you think. I know you've been around the Toledo area a bunch in your life. I'm sure you've had a proper Paco's dog.
all right. Let me give it a shot. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of dig it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of Mexicaned it up a little bit by putting a little bit of Mexican cheese in there and all that, but it's still tried to capture the essence of that Paco dog.
Yeah, I agree. I like that very much. Thank you. Appreciate
Apparently, I'm
that.
told if I did it completely right, it'll come back and you'll be reminded of eating it about 4 hours from now.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm told about Paco dogs. Is that you eat them and then like 4 hours later you burp and you're like, oh, Paco's. That's what I'm told.
I look forward to that. I look forward to that, but not really. All right. At anywho, something. Let's talk a little something that's not just about RAWF, but it's something that came out this week in Unstoppable as a whole. Let's talk about the possibility of there might be an RAWF T-shirt and other new shirts in the store. Elvika, you have the inside scoop on that. Why don't you tell us a little bit more?
Well, apparently, they now have a thing where you can purchase the ability to put art into the store, and it's for companies or stables or people or just funny ha-has, and yeah, and there's apparently a whole scene about it in this other little podunk company. What is it called? WUHQ or something like that.
Indeed, and let me find that. I know it's here somewhere.
I think Maeve beat you to it.
I'm sure somebody can find it and post it in the.
I think Maeve already did.
Thank you, Maeve, very very much. She's always on the ball. And yes, Soul Reaper, you can call in now. If you're still listening, yes, you can call in. Speak of the devil. All right. So our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, victorious over his son at Philadelphia Freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Dark winds blow through the night. Ravens scream an eerie sight. Shadows dance in the moon's pale light. Soul Reaper walks no respite. Cloak of dread he wears so tight. Eyes like fire in the darkest night. Whispers echo, hearts in fright. Soul Reaper's call, no end in sight. Cloak of dread he wears so tight. Eyes like fire in the darkest night. Whispers echo, hearts in fright. Soul Reaper's call, no end in sight. He takes the lost, no remorse. Guides them on a
Ladies and gentlemen, the Celtic Nightmare, the Soul Reaper, is here. Good evening, Reaper.
Evening.
Where are you calling in from tonight? Since you never decide to show up where we're actually broadcasting from.
Yeah, I don't always like to come into the studio, but I do try to call in at least.
You do.
Yeah.
I gotta give you that. But
about to pull over and fill up my gas tank because the gas tank's running a little low.
Well, yeah, it's probably best if you do that. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the win over your son Hio del Sigador at Philadelphia Freedom. Did you get what you wanted out of that victory?
Not everything. I'm just getting started with him.
Oh, is
Looking
that
at me
right?
for weeks until he trying to, and then you see what happens. he got his ass whipped with a belt.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely took it to him, took him to the woodshed, if you will, certainly.
That was
But
after his hired thugs tried to take me out. What I guess, unfortunately for him, I knew it was coming and I laid a trap, but I had help lay in the trap.
well, there you go. I mean, but you say it's not over, huh?
Oh no.
All right.
Paragon, I've been called worse. And Brewer, I got nothing.
All right. Let's talk about a match you had last a couple. We didn't get to talk about it before or after, but let's talk about it now. You had an opportunity to win your first RAWF championship a couple weeks ago on Superstars. How
Yeah,
did that
that
go for you?
was a little out of left field. I didn't even know I had earned that match because I was outside the top 25.
Well, can explain to you, once we run out of top 25 for the Superstars title, we keep going down the list, and you were at 29.
Ah, okay. Where am I at right now, by the way? Just
Do you
curious.
really want to know?
Maybe just inbox me, send me a text with that information.
That
Cause I'm sure it's not good.
you don't want to know.
Yeah,
You don't want to know. Let's put it that
fair enough.
way. I mean, the victory of Philadelphia Freedom will help you a little bit, but not enough. Let's put it that way.
And I have to face the hobo tomorrow. Is that what Randy said?
I think
Yeah.
that's what he said.
That's what he said. It's you and Hobo Ezekiel tomorrow here in Toledo.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
You sound
yeah,
confident.
back to heel though. I'm not done with him yet. I haven't
Okay.
beaten enough respect back into him.
All right. Well, good. It's good to have some sort of rivalry that kind of sparks interest. I must
Yeah,
say.
so next time I get my hands on him will be Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh, so you're planning on fighting him again at Tropical Aggression?
Yeah.
And what kind of steps are we going to have on this one?
Whatever comes into my warped little mind.
All right.
Sorry
Whatever
about that.
comes. That's all right. Sounds like someone at the gas station is excited about something. But at any rate,
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it.
now,
I'm
all
not getting
right.
involved in that one.
Anything else you'd like to discuss before we move on, there, Reaper?
Well, not really. Well, I know I don't want to like mentioning his name, but Kenny Boy Ken Costa, he's come a long way since the English lines, and I'm proud of what he's accomplished since he and I were in the English Lions together.
He's definitely made great strides. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it. So, all right. Well, Reaper, go ahead. Anything else?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, good job, Ken, wherever you are.
All right, Reaper. Thank you for joining us tonight. Stick around. There's a possibility. Who knows?
Destroyer, I do not need more tequila.
I don't
Thank
think.
you.
I don't think she was talking about you, but
I think she meant her.
I think she meant her. But thank you for joining us there, Soul
fair enough.
Reaper.
Thank you.
Aye. All
Oh,
right.
that does remind me of a joke my abuela used to use. I mean, I'd have to translate it in English. How does it go? Drink more, I'll feel better.
All right. So he mentioned tropical aggression, or tropical aggression was mentioned in that last segment, and he meant when he said Honolulu, he did indeed mean tropical aggression, coming to us live August 31st, 2025. Aloha Stadium in Honolulu, our annual summer pay-per-view. And what are you doing to prepare for Hawaii there, El Vacant?
I'd say working on my tan, but I mean, look at me. Kind of already there. I don't know. I think this time when I'm going out there, I'm going to work on. I haven't tried in a long time because it's kind of hard at my size. But I really love the few times I've tried to learn to surf. But at my size, I need like one with these really long boards, and they're very common in Hawaii. So whenever I go there, I get to try. So I'm going to try that again.
All right, sounds like fun. And
I figure if Samoans can do it, I can do it.
There you go. There you go. I always love going to Hawaii. It's one of my favorite states. It definitely is, and I can use a vacation after this year we've had so far here. So yeah, most definitely looking forward to Tropical Aggression coming to us live August 31st, and sounds like we've already got a tentative match scheduled for Tropical Aggression. Sounds like Soul Reaper and Io de la Segador are going to go at it once again. So we shall see what happens. Still awaiting word on what's going to happen with the After Hours Championship at the moment. We'll let you know when that match happens. Who the
Have you seen or heard from Jazz?
We have not. So unfortunately, we may have that situation where he has to lose the title due to a no-show. We shall see. It's not a definitive yet. But he still has a few minutes yet to show up. All right. With that being said, and we might as well take a quick song break, and when we return, we'll have a conversation with the first class lass, Maeve O'Hare, right after these messages. We'll be right back. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
But the skies are dark. Drums of war beat with a thunderous spark. Waves crash loud on blood-soaked sand. The island cries, but she takes a stand. The sun still shines, but the winds are cruel. Whispers of vengeance in a tide-fed duel. Aloha fades where the warriors tread. Steel meets stone where the coconuts bled. The sun still shines, but the winds are cruel. Whispers of vengeance in a tide-fed duel. Aloha fades where the warriors tread. Steel meets stone where the coconuts bled. Tropical aggression, fury in the breeze. Fire in the flowers, death beneath the seas. Hula hips move, but the blades are drawn. This paradise fights from dusk till dawn. Tropical aggression, no retreat, no fear. Thunder rolls and the gods all hear the call to rise, to clash, to roar. Island rage from shore to shore. Surfboards broken like shattered bones. Torches light the sacred stones. Diamond head to the lava caves. Ghosts of kings rise from ocean graves. Sharks in the reef, eyes burning red. As chants awaken the ancient dead. No ukulele in this war-drum fight. Just molten hearts and fist of might. Tropical aggression, fury in the breeze. Fire in the flowers, death beneath the seas. Hula hips move, but the blades are drawn. This paradise fights from dusk till dawn. Tropical aggression, no retreat, no fear. Thunder rolls and the gods all hear the call to rise, to clash, to roar. Island rage from shore to shore. Canoes ride high on waves of wrath. Warriors carve a crimson path. Nature's beauty turned to flame. The jungle chants a battle's name. Hey, the volcano, hear us scream. This is no islander's peaceful dream. Tropical aggression, destiny's demand. Fight like the tides, take back the land. Shells are blown and spears take flight. Honor burns in the island night. Tropical aggression, the legend is alive. In the heart of the storm we thrive and survive. On sacred ground, beneath moonlight's glow, the battle ends, but the embers grow.
That is Tropical Aggression live August 31st from Honolulu, Hawaii. I have a message from the championship committee. They have chosen a challenger for Hotshot Chaz if he shows up. Michael Brewer, if you're out there, let us know if you can compete in a after hours title match here in just a few minutes, if you'll be around for that. All right, and I'm sure hopefully he's still listening and will respond. But next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk to the first class lass.
In the town where the shadows breathe, there's a name you won't ever speak. Molly Malone, she walked alone, her footsteps echo cold as stone. They said she cursed the midnight air with a heart too broken to repair. A wrong soul left in the dust, now they whisper that's what she gets for trust. She was the ghost they couldn't save, a restless heart, a silent grave. Every word was a fleeting dream, every prayer a twisted scream.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first class lass, Maeve O'Hare, is here. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant.
Oh, hi.
And real quick, maybe before we get into it, it sounds to me that Brewer has said he will can compete in the after hours title match. It should happen here fairly soon. We'll let you know. We'll give you a few minutes heads up on that, Brewer. But if nothing else, you're the challenger, although you may be facing somebody other than the current champion, Hotshot Chaz, if he does not show up here in the next few minutes. So Maeve, how are you doing tonight?
Not as well as some folks, apparently.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I certainly don't have a title match.
Yeah, this is true. At least not officially.
But on the plus side, at least my father's not an abusive asshole, so there's that.
Oh, shit. So, well now.
Hey, have you tried these new burritos?
I have not. They didn't have any ready when I were down there before the show.
What do you mean they didn't have any ready?
I said, what's this new thing they have on the menu? And they said that they didn't have any ready.
Which truck?
The one near the back entrance.
Alright. That's Inigo. I'll have to have a word with him.
I mean, they had a few of the cheesesteak empanadas left over, so I just got that.
Yes, we are still trying to move those to finish up the last few we have, but they should have had that ready. That's not acceptable.
I don't know what to tell you. But no, I haven't tried one yet.
We'll fix it.
All right. So taking on Starlight tomorrow there, Maeve. Any thoughts on facing Starlight tomorrow here in Toledo?
It seems a little mean to beat up on a newlywed. I mean, I'm going to do it, but it does seem a bit mean.
Well, I mean, it's not the first time.
No, it's not. It probably won't be the last, especially with the way people get married around here.
People get married around here all the time. You're gonna say, someone's got to do it. So why not you? You know. But yeah.
I was thinking that now that you mention it, I'd have to go back and look. But I've beat up on several people very soon after their weddings. Now that I think on it, it's a little concerning.
Destroyer says marriage is overrated. Well, I suppose she would know. But never mind. Anyways, yeah. But to be
I was going to
fair,
say the only, as far as I know, unless there's something that Vacant ain't told us, the only person in this booth right now who's been married is you.
She's got a point.
yes, but I've been single for many years now.
That doesn't matter.
I'm just saying you're the marriage expert here. I've never been married. Vacant, have you ever been
Of the
married?
three of us,
Hmm.
Bachelorette,
Wait,
Bachelor,
Vacant,
divorced.
we don't know that for sure. You could have been married.
But I know that for sure. I've been too busy being the Lucha Lothario.
Are you sure
I'm
you
just
didn't
moving
get
on
married
to
and forget about it? That happens in Bossman's
Look,
adopted
I forget
hometown
a
all
lot
the
of
time.
things. I'm pretty sure I didn't forget that.
I mean,
I'm Catholic and Mexican. If I were married, I'd still be married.
I mean, do you know for sure those trips to Japan that someone? I'm just saying.
Oh, wait, that's a good point. There are days in Japan I do not remember.
That's what I'm
Oh.
saying.
All
You know-
right, so we need somebody who has access to Japanese records to
Kenta,
check and see if
Kenta,
they can
Kenta,
there.
We
where
need a
are you,
favor.
Kenta? Oh shoot! Oh my goodness. So So Maeve, what do you? I know you don't like to go out in the
God, my
sun
abuela
often.
listens to this. I'm going to get in trouble.
How would you spend your summers in Dublin if you were home all the time back then?
In the shade.
I'd be indoors wrestling. Summer's our
Well,
busy season.
well, that's true. That's true. And
But
how?
as far as like things that we would do on holiday, we would go out and visit some of my aunts and uncles in the country. There's lots to do in Dublin proper. Occasionally, we would
Go to
go
an
across
English pub, beat up the locals, little things.
I have never once gotten in a pub fight in Dublin.
I didn't say it. Irish pub. I said an English pub.
To be fair, there were times when I were in secondary school where we would take the ferry across and invade Scotland, and that was fun.
Just going somewhere that had a stronger and harder to understand accent than your own.
It's an acquired ear. It takes some getting used to, especially if I'm speaking Irish and they're speaking Gaelic. There's similarities there, but you really have to write things down to figure out what each other's saying because it don't sound the same.
It did voice activated elevators and it wouldn't respond to Scotsman.
Well, I don't think I would trust a voice activated lift anyway.
I mean, point, but still.
But now I tend to spend. I mean, first of all, summers at back home tend to be a lot less hot and humid than it is here. So there's that. There's also a lot more cloud cover, so it's not as sunny. But I did do a lot of indoor work during the summers because summers.
Does it rain in Dublin as much as it does other places in the UK?
I mean, we have lots of rainy days, not as much as say somewhere like London. But it is right.
I know like Scotland gets a lot of rain too.
Well, it's right off of the ocean. I mean, you can only go so far inland on an island. So most places in Ireland are off of the ocean.
Walking in a straight line, and somewhere along the way, you stop going inland and start going outland.
It's true. It's not the largest island in the world. That would be Greenland. But
accurate.
No, it's. I mean, I'm biased because I think that it's the best place in the world. So of course I'm going to talk it up. But I will say that I enjoyed my summers back home a lot more than I do when, Bossman tries to drag us to the hottest, sunniest places he can possibly find for tropical aggression.
Oh.
I'm just saying,
right.
boss man. Like it's winter in half the world right now.
This is true. This is true. I mean,
Why can't you take us down to Wellington and then all of Wildy's family can come see us?
we could do
Why
that.
don't you like me?
Anyways, I apologize. Yes, yeah, absolutely, we should do that sometime. But
No.
I was going to say New Zealand is like the only place I know of that has more sheep per capita than Wales. We've got an awful lot of sheep down there.
I think New Zealand has more sheep than people.
I think you're right.
I'm not even kidding. I think that's
No,
actually...
I literally think you're right. I think I saw a statistic to that end, which is not necessarily an awful lot of sheep, but it's a lot more sheep than you'd expect. Plus, then we could go. I would enjoy going to see the Hobbit holes. I can't imagine you'd get a whole lot out of that vacant.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to go in. I like the movies, though.
We can dress you up like Gandalf, and we'll dress Bossman up like a hobbit.
I mean, I'm already in a bunch of gray.
excuse me, I'm not walking around in bare feet.
And actually, with that hair, I think we'd have to dress him up as Legolas.
Okay, fine. He can be Legolas.
Wait,
So
Legolas.
who?
The elf.
Does that mean I got to have pointy ears?
Yes.
Ugh.
More Corker's got the beard, so he can be Gimli.
No, we'll take that. Sure.
It'll be great.
I'm gonna feel like I'm in a Star Trek convention. I don't want to go. Anyways, how did we get so far off topic?
You let us speak.
Because you got distracted looking at your phone trying to chase down the championship committee, so Vacant and I carried the show, as we always do.
I appreciate that, but that wasn't exactly what I was chasing down. But let's just say I just got some very good news that there's nothing. It's just, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to
put it
hear that
that
you
way.
got very good news and not very bad news.
No, very good news. I'm not going to have to do a manual round robin this week.
Congratulations.
Last week. All right. At any rate, getting back on topic, tropical aggression, Hawaii. I know it's not gonna be the best place for you. You don't enjoy it as much as some people, but you've had.
On the plus side, I'm looking forward to the food because the food
That's
there is very
true.
good.
We'll definitely have to have a luau. So maybe we'll have a luau on the night before. I think that might be a good idea. What do you think, El Vacant?
Sure.
Do you know anything about Hawaiian food?
I know that they make like 800 different things out of Spam.
Including sushi.
Yeah, it's weird. And I thought it would be disgusting, but I tried this one thing they did. It was like, I forget what they call it, but effectively it's sushi with Spam and pineapple on it. And it was actually really good. It's like rice, Spam.
Here's your fun fact for the day. Pineapples are not native to Hawaii.
They are not, but they are also. But Hawaii is now the #1 producer of them.
Oh no, they've got acres and acres of pineapples now, but they were not originally from there. They're from the Pacific Islands.
So does anybody here know how many times we've been in Honolulu? Not counting the time we're going to be there next month, but we have been
4.
You think 4? How many you think, El Vacant?
742.
I think that means he's taken the over.
All right.
No, realistically, I think. I actually think it's less than that. I think it's 3.
All right.
But I haven't been here all that long. So.
It has been 3. This will be our 4th.
Look at yourself, Vacant. You won a prize.
We were in Honolulu in 2016, in 2018. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. In 2015, in 2019, and in 2022. We are returning there here.
At least one of those predates me.
Yes.
One of them predates me, too. What's your point?
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not a zygote.
But yes, we do enjoy going to Hawaii for tropical aggression. This one will be no different. Looking very much forward to it. But of course, we need to get through Philadelphia Freedom. All right, I just got told the championship committee unless Chaz shows up here in the next few minutes, then the other person that will be involved in the after hours title match will be Seabell if she can compete. She needs to confirm in the chat that she can. So we may just have Michael Brewer versus Seabell for the vacated After Hours Championship unless Chaz shows up in the next few minutes.
So are you just not going to ask me about my Rankins match at Philadelphia Freedom?
Oh, you did have a match with it. Remind me who? It was against Allie Knight, right?
It was against Allie.
And how did that go?
I think it went well. I got her chattering a little bit, like I promised. And I honestly, I got more questions than answers when I were asking about Kenta Lad. So I think that there's something there, and I'm going to be doing some more digging on that. Oh, it looks like you got your match. Seabell says that she's happy to compete.
All right. We'll give it a few more minutes to see if Chaz shows up, and if not, then it will be Brewer versus Seabell for the After Hours Championship. All right. At anywho, Maeve, was there anything you wanted to chat about that we haven't already chatted about?
We've talked about Hawaii. We've talked about pineapples. We've talked about deadbeat dads. You don't have any outside kids, do you, boss man?
No.
That's good. Vacant.
No.
Trying to keep track. Apparently, they just pop out of the woodwork. Fair's fair, boss man.
No.
If I pull some random person out of nowhere, can I have my next 3 Rankins matches be against them?
If you do what now?
If I pull some random person out of nowhere and invent a feud?
I mean, to be fair, that you're talking about if you're referring to a certain person who faced their son, that wasn't a rankings match.
Well then, I have nothing to complain about. What were his Rankins match?
He almost sounds disappointed.
No, I'm curious now. What were his Rankins match?
Let's take a look.
Oh, he said it was Hobo.
No, at Philadelphia.
No, Hobo's
Freedom.
he's facing tomorrow.
Oh, at Philadelphia Freedom. Oh,
I mean, I could maybe I'm wrong because I might have considered that match.
I'll pull him out of wherever it is that English hides his cookies.
no,
You
thank you.
You might be right, Maeve. I may have considered it as a rankings match, but yeah, because I don't see him in the undercard. All right, or Hio. So yeah, okay.
It's like a bag of Holden Destroyer. You just pull whatever you need out of there. Keeps them nice and warm. But no, I'm good. I'm good to go. Are you gonna make sure I get one of them burritos, Vacant Lad?
See, I will absolutely make sure that is corrected.
Do they have what kind of? You said you put Mexican cheese on them. Is it like pepper jack or something like that?
No, actually, Mexican cheese is actually quite mild, but it's very what's the word they want? It's got a very low melting point, and it doesn't get greasy when you melt it.
Ooh, I do like a good melting cheese. Everything's better with cheese or potatoes.
I'm Mexican. I agree.
I will go and patiently await my what did you say it was, a Paco dog burrito?
I mean, technically, legally, I can't call it that, but yes.
A Hungarian inspired hot dog burrito.
Correct.
All right. Well, good
All right,
night,
thank
boss
you,
man.
Maeve.
Good night, vacant.
That was the
Bye-bye.
lovely Maeve O'Hare. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to Tropical Aggression. Much looking forward to tomorrow's Superstars. Some big matches tomorrow. Some really big matches tomorrow. El Vacant, certainly. But speaking of big matches, Brewer and Seabell. I do believe we've given Chaz enough time.
I've
And
had people out looking for him as well. No luck.
yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to find him. So with that being said, I'm going to get the match loaded up and we'll go down to ringside here in just a moment. But let's see here. Oh, that's a lovely sight. I'm going to get the match set up here between Brewer and Seabell for the After Hours Championship. And yeah, this is going to be Seabell already with 3 titles. It would be a 4th one. Not a bad, and she wouldn't be the first person though in RAW history to hold 4 titles. So that would be something else. So Brewer, Seabell, let me know when you're ready, and we'll send it down to Doc Dillinger, and oh yes, El Vacant. I suppose you should get it down there as well.
Yeah. If you want me to actually call the match, I kind of need to be at the match.
All right, you go ahead, and just gonna wait for Brewer and see. They say they're ready, so I'm sending it down to ringside with Doc Dillinger and El Vacant. All right. Oh. Hey, everybody, welcome to RAWF After Hours, the RAWF After Hours Championship on the line tonight. It will be the Hooligan God, Michael Brewer, taking on Seabell, who right now already has quite a few titles, El Vacant, but what can you say? She's getting an opportunity tonight, and it does happen. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I was a little surprised. It seems to be a change of direction for the committee, but hey, the committee makes the decisions the committee wants to make, and if they want to give Cy a chance to be Seabell 4 belts, who am I to argue?
All right, here we go. The bell has rung, ladies and gentlemen. I'll post. Here is the link. I'll put it in the chat. Maybe. There we go. Did it go?
See.
All right. There we go. That is your After Hours title match. Let's go down. Let's take a look. Brewer starts out the match going to European uppercut, side headlock, raining punches to the face. He's going to town. Stunner, German suplex, spine buster. Wow. Fireman carry into a knee. Wow. That was a hell of a flurry of offense from Michael Brewer to start.
See, but without any delay, Cy comes straight out of the gate. It just tries to take his head off with an uppercut and follows it up with a chop block right to the back of the knee. Oh, and while he's reeling, grabs his head, hits a beautiful stunner, then kips up, and then hits another chop block to the back of the knee. She is definitely trying to take that wheel out from underneath him. And then, spine buster of her own. And then that's a display of power with that size difference. A German suplex almost out of nowhere. And then finally, she actually trying to bear hug. But, okay. But he gets out and looks like he's up. He's not real happy about what just happened.
Indeed. And then Brewer back on the offensive here.
I mean, he hits a drop kick, then just slaps her head straight into the turnbuckle. Wait. Oh, and just ran, just barreled over her with a shoulder block, just trying to show his dominance and size. Picks her up and oh, ow! No, not that's not where you put that. No, that's not what the rope is for, sir. You know. Oh God, I need to look away. You go talk.
Brewer just taking a tour here with that dragon screw leg whip into a freaking dragon sleeper, trying to put her out. This is an incredible match. We're seeing some old school Michael Brewer here.
Absolutely are. Oh, all right. Well, it looks like Sai's trying to get back into this match, but she goes and throws she tried to throw something, but Brewer wasn't having anything of it because he was clearly lying in wait and just hit her. Oh God, just slammed her right back into a back elbow, and then rakes her back, follows up. Oh God, Brewer is just not messing around here. Did he just slap her in the back of the head? That's just a lack of respect right there. But now he's got her in a sleeper. Oh, he's trying to get her to choke out. But it looks like Sai got to the ropes.
Sai gets the ropes and tries to get some offense in with a back rake. Sends Brewer across the ring, gets him tangled in the ropes, kicks him in the gut, gets a figure four leg lock on him. He gets to the ropes, breaks that. She tries a cobra clutch, and he breaks that as well. But still, some damage done to the neck and legs there. Hammerlock now on him, trying to work on that arm into a dragon sleeper. And then she tries for a standing ankle lock, and he gets away from that one. Brewer is just about ready for everything here.
Absolutely. Oh, and apparently he smells blood because he gets out, he backs up, and he just jumps forward and lands a beautiful Superman punch that rocks her. What is he doing? Oh, he's picking her up, sits her on the top rope, on the top turnbuckle. He climbs up. He's signaling to the fans. This might be the beginning of the end if he hits this. And superplex from the top rope. This might be over. He's gone for the pin. 1, 2, 3. There it is.
And Michael Brewer is the new After Hours champion here, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Hooligan God. His first title back here since returning to RAWF, his first official championship. And congratulations to the Hooligan God, Michael Brewer. All right. Well, El Vegan, thanks for calling the match for me, helping me with the match tonight. And can have a good rest of the show.
Yep, I need to run back up.
All right. So the Hooligan God, Michael Brewer, though your winner and new After Hours champion. Congratulations, Brew. It was about it, and it's good to see him in the title, over in the title column on the RAWF main page. So good job there. Let's take. All right, here we go. All right, so we are back here in the After Hours studio after witnessing an incredible match between Brewer and Seabell. El Vacant, your thoughts as you return to the studio now?
That was a very fast-paced and downright brutal match. But I said earlier when we were doing the rankings that Brewer had a little ring rust when he showed back up, and he kind of even said so himself. But man, he shook that rust off, and that might be one of the quickest showing up in the companies to having a title belt in RAWF ever. I don't know if it is, but it's up there.
Well, it doesn't shock me. It does not shock me because, I mean, Michael Brewer, when he's on his game, he's one of the best in the business. He proved that many times over back in the day. So seems like maybe that ring rust is disappearing. Of course, he also won Arsehole of the Month. He could also be the next men's champion. He's still got a ongoing match with Blake Effin Bradley for the men's championship. So he may have added a second belt. By the time we go on air next week, we will find out.
Could be.
But yeah, congratulations to Michael Brewer. All right, I believe one last person to talk to this evening, unless we get I guess we get another last minute call. Let's talk to our reigning Fubar City champion, the one and only.
Yoo-hoo! I'll make you famous.
The shadow of the moonlight, a figure stands alone, a warrior born. Through the ages, through the pain, his name etched in blood, forever torn. The Lion of London, he roars in the night. No mercy, no weakness, no end in sight. The inevitable rise, the tempest unleashed. All shall fall when the Kraken's released. Through fire and blood, his hands are stained. He stands alone, with none to restrain. Unstoppable force, a wrath untamed. No kingdom of God can withstand his name. Griffins are beyond the immortal one. Eternal champion, his war's never done. Hunter of monsters, a faction of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages, his head held high. An immortal legend that will never die. Through centuries of violence, his name never fades. He fights through the ages, his will never sways.
I am immortal.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is indeed the immortal Griffith. Good evening, Griffith.
Hey there, how you, sir?
I'm fine, and I'm chuckling because of what Destroyer had to say in the chat. Is she allowed to kill Blake and her? I mean,
Yes. I know the rules of your match. It's legal.
Oh shoot, that's too
And as
funny.
we all know, RAWF rules circumvent little things like federal law.
I cannot promise that you will not be prosecuted, though. I cannot protect you from prosecution. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
At
She's
any
probably
rate,
got a good lawyer.
at any rate,
With the amount of
Griffith
people she shot and never gone to jail, she must have a good lawyer.
can't really talk about either, or we can talk about one particular match, and that was the win over Kenta in the
Which we kind of already
Strums.
discussed.
Which we already discussed, but not everyone heard Philadelphia Freedom, so we can talk a little bit about it.
That's fair.
Kenta showed you some moxie in that match, did he not?
He did. He earned a fair share of respect in that match. The guy. First of all, he made a challenge. He did it the right way. He didn't try to like get all clever and be like, oh, I'll get Griff mad and he'll say yes, or oh, I'll insult his mom, which is just dumb. I'm immortal. I don't know who my mom was. But he didn't try to. He just man to man said, hey, I want to challenge one of the best. Fight me. In a strong style match. And I'm like, that sounds interesting. And he was right in his challenge. I was saying actively that I wanted a match that would actually be enjoyable at the pay-per-view. And so when I heard him ask, I was like, you know what? That would be enjoyable. So I took him up on it. And it was a good match. I did win. But he honestly, the funny part is he had a real chance in that match. He started off strong. He did really well. The mistake he made is he made me bleed. And that kind of woke me up a little bit.
Well, at least it tells you he was going all out. He was, he was really trying to make a statement. I mean, and really, is there any bigger statement to be made than to beat you on a pay-per-view match? I mean,
absolutely. I mean, look, how do I take it as insulting when the man says, "I want to face the best, Griffith, fight me"? Like, how is that anything other than a compliment?
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it being very long before Kenta's holding some RAWF gold.
Oh, I agree. I think Kenta, with the energy and passion he put into that challenge and in the match itself, he is going to become something in this company. There's no way around it.
Indeed. So, well, I mean, Can't really talk about the other two matches that you're involved in. They're nowhere close to being, well, they may be close to being done, but we still can't really talk about them. And your match tomorrow is against Agent of Hate. What's there really to say there?
I mean, you know what? Here's the thing I will say about Agent of Hate. He is better than you think. He has surprised me a couple times in the past, like because he's kind of quiet. He doesn't do much, but he will pull stuff out of his ass. Like you'll think it'll be a cakewalk, and next thing you know, he's like jumping off the rafters with a chair strapped to his chest, trying to take you out. Like the dude's crazy.
He is, and to be honest with you, his win-loss record this period is not bad. 7-5. Unfortunately, the man never talks. Therefore,
I actually think he might be mute. I'm not sure. I've never heard him say anything.
Well, let me tell you something. I knew who he was before he was Agent of Hate. Back in the day, the Agent of Hate, and I won't say what his name was because but he was a totally
we
different
don't use
person.
dead names here.
No, we don't use former aliases here, but I can tell you, back in the day, this person was a talker. This person was actually the person that is Agent of Hate now. Back in the day, came on radio and talked some serious shit. One of the best shit talkers on air that I ever remember. So much that he pissed people off like it was funnier than hell. So I know.
How do you get that guy back?
I've thought about talking to it, but all I ever get is dot 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 dot. That's all. Although, to be fair, he actually said some things in his match against Aaron McFadden. Unfortunately, that wasn't his rankings match, so it really doesn't matter. But still.
You right there?
Yep, I'm here. I was just trying to think. But at any rate, blonde. Sometimes
Because he's a blonde.
Yeah, we don't have that on here anymore. Yeah. Thank God. But at any rate.
Well, look, you got rid of that long before we changed.
Yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, because you were kind of like abusing it. But at any rate,
certainly not. I only use it when it's appropriate. It's not my fault. It was appropriate often.
Well, shut up. Anyways.
I mean, he's not wrong.
E2 Brutai?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
But good Latin.
Thanks. I don't know if I actually said it right, but...
You did, actually. Actually, E2 or Et2, but it's arguable about, modernly they argue about what the correct pronunciation is. They don't bother to ask me. I can tell them, but...
At any rate, Tropical Aggression coming up August 31st, a long ways away yet, but what are your thoughts on Tropical Aggression here in just about
I always love to go to Honolulu. I get to visit my house out there, which I don't get to see as often as I'd like. I always every time we find ourselves in Honolulu, I always throw a big after bash at my place because I have a mansion out on the North Shore, so we have the event. Everyone from the RAWF and select other people are invited over for the big bash. It's always a good time.
Yep, absolutely. Looking forward to it as well.
Also, Vacant, I didn't know you actually wanted to learn how to surf. I could probably help with that, actually.
El Vacant wants to surf? Did I miss something?
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about it earlier. About what did I like about going to... I pointed out, that's where I tried because they have the longboards.
So the answer is yes, I did miss. I did.
Do you not remember that entire conversation?
Anyway,
that we had less than 30 minutes ago.
I'm trying to picture you on a surfboard in the ocean in Hawaii.
Like I said, if Samoans can do it, I can do it. You just need the right board.
Oh, that's what you talked about. I thought you meant Russell.
Oh my God, you really are a blonde.
I don't like backing him up, but you're making me do it 2 times in a row.
Oh well. At any rate, with that being said, Griffith, I mean, unless you had something you wanted to talk on, speak on, whatnot, there's very little we can talk about until your matches are officially done from
No,
Philadelphia
I really
Freedom.
don't have a lot to. I mean, like I said, I got the tag match is moving along, and I'm sure we'll discuss that next week. And, I don't really have. Who did you say was getting Agent of Hate? Right? We talked about that already.
We talked about that. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't really have much.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
No one's pissed me off in like an hour. It's weird.
I'll give it time. But at any rate, thank you, Griffith, for your time. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again next week when those matches are hopefully over.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. We do have another caller, ladies and gentlemen. Always a pleasure to hear from this man, RAWF Hall of Famer, the red-necked one himself.
Hit the dirt, stealing my stare. 6-pack of visions, I don't fight fair. Rattlesnake blood running through my veins. Mess with the best, you'll be feeling the pain. I'm a renegade, born a brawl, raised on rage. Knuckles up, I set the stage. Drinking beer and kicking pain. Ain't no cage can hold my name. A redneck avenger, don't need no crown. But you best believe I run this town. From back road bars to the square circle, ain't no rules when I raise this hurdle. I don't tap out, I don't back down. You cross my line, you're going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Redneck Avenger is here. R.A., good evening, sir. R.A.
All right.
I'm pretty sure maybe he stepped away.
All right. Maybe I had to get a beer.
Yep, that's him. All right. I guess maybe either is your mic working there, all right, or you stepped away, one of the two.
Oh, there it is. I forgot to push the button. Damn it.
The button
Sitting here talking up a storm. Okay.
I hate when that happens.
I thought he was the blonde.
Yeah. Oh, man, the elevator, I guess, just didn't quite make it to the top floor. But, hey, can I have a second? Okay, Hank, go ahead. I just want to let y'all know that they renewed, and I have another season of King of the Hill coming out. So, come on out and see Bobby and see the rest of us, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Hey, thank you there, Hank.
I saw a promo for that earlier today. I was pretty excited.
Yeah, you're going to love it, man. I kicked somebody's ass. All right. Thank you, Hank. Wow. Whew, I got
He also had a problem with the Zoom call.
Huh?
Said he also had a problem with a Zoom call.
Yep. Had 1 or 12 of those, but bless his little heart. I heard that. Oh, don't hide my beer, Hank, you little bastard. Wow. Man, yeah, Philadelphia Freedom didn't quite go how I wanted it to, but I mean, it's a great opponent. Magnificent Michael. He's a good dude. You could do worse. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking, time flies, and last year I had an experience. It was the 80th anniversary of D-Day, and that had just come back from that, and I guess I just kind of wanted to offer an editor's note. I know Paragon loves gathering around for history time. I'm going to go ahead and put this scene link in here, and it was from. Let's see, yeah, Brewer probably did pass out drunk. You ain't wrong. This thing doesn't roll, but I guess I'm just kind of throwing an editor's note in there because my manager worked really hard on this, and I put it in the scene.
Yeah.
So if somebody just wants to go over and look, these are not stock photos. Manager took every one of them. So
Wow.
yeah, these were things that were all real, and everything that's talked about in that whole thing was real. There was the reenactors. There were two of them that were bundled into that one character, but it was not by much. If you get a chance and just want to take a look at it, folks, just have a little fun and walk down it. And there really were and are groups that will go reenact and then even reenact the jumps. So those things happen, and just kind of brings back a little bit of, what do we really do? What do we really fight for? And some people, I heard it put that, it's not that you hate what's in front of you, it's what you love what's behind you, what you're protecting. So, 4th of July just passed, and we have, still got some matches going on, but just kind of keep that in mind whenever you're looking at Philadelphia Freedom. Those were from a couple of trips last year, and I want y'all to enjoy it. But so I put that back out there. But man, getting back to Philadelphia Freedom, this was one of the less crazy ones as far as in my little life how that rolls out. But the match with Magnificent Michael, he's a good competitor. He's a storied competitor. He's no slouch. Things didn't go my way. I'm always back to fight another day. I heard you talking about tropical erection. It's Hank, damn it. Tropical aggression.
I thought without judgment around, I wouldn't have to hear that again this year. Thanks, Hank.
Hey, well, I just
He's here to help.
That's right. I'm here to help and promote my new television show. So everything's getting lined up for that. We got opponents picked out yet?
What, for tropical aggression? Oh heck no, we're too far out. We got a month and a half still.
We still have to finish this event.
Yeah,
that's why I was surprised y'all were even mentioning it at this point. But that's okay, get a little ahead of the curve.
Well, we do have a little something to talk to you about because you are a champion here in RAWF, the Anything Goes champion, and just going over to the scene and looking at it, it looks like it's going to be one of two people challenging you here in the coming weeks. Sometime probably on a Superstars. I don't think wait till Tropical Aggression to make the match, but it'll either be. It looks like it's going to be either Extreme Enigma or the True Badass Billy, without the gun. Apparently he's dropping the gun from his name. He's just going to be the True Badass Billy.
Well, he better not come unarmed.
I see what he did there.
Wouldn't be the best move.
So yeah, it's going to be either Extreme Enigma or the Badass Billy, and Badass Billy actually beat you here in the semifinals to get to that final. Like so.
Yes, he did. He had a good run, and like I say, he's a formidable opponent too. But that's my belt. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I intend to keep it. It's going to be a good fight either way. I know them both quite well, and they know me too. So it's going to be one hell of a roll, no matter which one of them comes up with it. I just kind of find it kind of funny that I damn near won my own tournament to challenge myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, you got that to look forward to. I imagine that's probably going to happen here in a couple weeks' time, somewhere between now and Tropical Aggression. You'll have to defend that championship. But anything else? Anything to share from the Renegades in general? Maybe somebody has been talking some shit, and they wanted their thoughts to be known, or maybe not.
Everyone talks just a little bit of poo poo, and I guarantee you, I look at a CDW with about bet green money she's going to retain that title. That's going to happen. second piece of it. Dev and I, the West Texas Rednecks, we got to the semifinals, had a little bit of a turn of bad luck, but we made it to the semifinals of the WU tag tournament. We had some fun with it, and we may be kind
Yeah, I
of.
heard you were doing well.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It didn't go bad at all. We had a good run, and when it takes the resurrection of DGA to take you out barely, you ain't doing too bad. It was a legendary crew, and it was a good fight. Who knows? One day we might just set our sights on what we've been around but hadn't gone after yet.
That being the RAWF Tag Team Championships?
That just might be.
You guys have been a team in RAWF for a long time now. I mean,
Yes.
and so I'm surprised not to have seen you guys at least get one opportunity at that title at some point. So I want to see that because I know Dev tagged with Dev a long time ago. I know how competitive Dev is, and what she's like to tag with. So I want to see the Texas Rednecks at least get an opportunity somewhere down the road.
Well, I think that might could be ranged here pretty soon. And
well,
they ain't gonna know till we're at least halfway through the hunt.
all right. Well, and how was your 4th of July there, RA? Did you have a good one?
Well, I came back with all 10 fingers, so I count that as a win.
You notice he didn't mention his toes.
That's okay. You're splitting hairs here. You know, it was the first year having a minefield as part of the. So you just had to bring that up.
I like facts.
Oh shoot! At any rate, well, that's good. Good. Glad you did. Hope everyone had a safe 4th of July. Hope there's not anybody out there that got themselves too hurt, if you will.
Yeah, and if the folks that aren't safe, Darwin will save us all.
Yeah, eventually Darwin's gonna get you. That's what I've always said.
Yeah.
But at any rate, all right. Well, I appreciate you calling in. Unless you had something else you wanted to talk about there, RA.
If I think of something, I'll chime in.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Who's your opponent tomorrow on Superstars? Let's take a look at that. If I remember, it was a fairly good. No, not who. Not Rick Nelson.
You sound like one of them bots that whenever you're calling the bank or something like that, and they want to make you think they're actually doing work and hear all the keystrokes. It was just kind of funny.
Those weren't me typing.
That's my bad. I also have to be paying attention to our live stream while I'm doing this, so sometimes I have to.
No, I thought it was fun. So.
That's right. You've got the unsettled Chris Cage tomorrow. All right.
I owe him a receipt. So it'll be fine. Payments are due.
I enjoy watching that match.
So yes, you've got Chris Cage tomorrow here in Toledo. So good luck to you with that one. A member of the Elevated Society. I know you love them guys.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime I need an elevator operator, we know who to go to.
All right. Good luck tomorrow against Chris Cage. We should, like I said, we should be seeing you defend that Anything Goes championship here fairly soon, next week, next couple of weeks or so. So good luck with that as well, and we'll talk to you again soon, sir.
All right. Thank you, LA.
That was a Redneck Avenger. Always fun to talk with RA and of course Hank. They're coming out of the new season. I thought didn't they? How long's it been since the last season of King of the Hill?
It's a while.
Yeah,
It's a while.
And
to the point where
15 years.
like Bobby's all grown up.
How long?
That's right. About 15 years.
Really? Wow.
Bobby's nuts dropped.
I don't know about that.
Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. But thanks, RA. Appreciate it. Thanks, Hank. Appreciate it. All right. Well, I think we pretty much said everything we need to say tonight, El Vacant, unless you had something you wanted to discuss.
Eat more tacos.
Eat more tacos. And folks, don't forget, there is the new option in Unstoppable to create your own WU shirt. If you haven't seen the scene, I've shared it on the feed, and we've already shared it in the chat once or twice. So,
And it's in the WHQ. You can see it there.
yes, it's in the
If you haven't joined the WHQ, you really should. They will literally give you a free slot to join with. Just contact that COO guy.
Yep, absolutely. That's Will Koo guy. I call him Will Koo. No,
no, I'm not touching that.
All right. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your time this evening. We should return next week where we should have final rankings and contenders matches for next superstars. As it is, it's already looking to be an exciting Philadelphia Freedom. I can't wait to see the final results. It could get very interesting. For El Vacant, I am Lord Amadeus, wishing you all have a good week, folks.
Hasta la bye-bye.